The state of Arunachal Pradesh is bordered by the Kingdom of Bhutan to the west, the Tibet Autonomous Region of China to the north, and the Indian state of Nagaland to the south and southeast, and the Indian state of Assam to the south and southwest. The three broad features characterize the topography of the region. Farthest south is a series of foothills, much like the Shivalik Range, a narrow sub-Himalayan belt stretching across much of northern India, and farther north along the Tibetan border lie the main ranges of the Great Himalayas, where Gangtok, the highest peak in the state. The total area of Arunachal Pradesh is 83,743 square kilometers. By area, it ranks 14th largest state in the country. Soils vary considerably with the terrain. However, they are acidic and in mountainous areas subject to erosion. The major soil types are inceptisols, entisols, and altisols. River valleys are characterized by rich alluvial soils that are highly suited for agriculture. About 2/3 of the state is forested, with a wide belt of swampy rainforest lying along the foothills. Forests of tropical evergreens and subtropical pine are found in lower elevations. As elevation increases, the woodlands give way to mixed and coniferous temperate forests. The major national parks in the state are Namadapa National Park and Tiger Reserve at Myochanglang, Nameri National Park and Forest Reserve at Sonitpur, and Mauling National Park at Janjing. The major rivers of the state are the Brahmaputra and its tributaries, the Dibang, Lohit, Subansri, Kameng, and Tirap. The Brahmaputra flows eastward from Mansaur Lake in Tibet before dipping south through the Himalayas into the north-central Arunachal Pradesh. The river then winds its way southward across the length of the state, cutting a narrow, steep-sided gorge into the mountainous terrain. The annual replenishable groundwater resource of the state is 0.08 billion cubic meter. Relief range varies between plains that are a few hundred meters in height and mountains above 7,000 meters. The elevation of the towns of Naharlahun, Saigat, and Tezu in the north are 290 meters, 155 meters, and 210 meters respectively, while Gangtok, Negigangsang, and Gaurichan group of mountains are some of the highest peaks in the region of Himalayas. The southern borders of Arunachal Pradesh are encompassed by the Shivalik ranges, which merge into the plains. The hills and mountains have associated features such as valleys and intermountain plateaus, that is, plateaus between mountains. The Namcha Barwa Himal range extends into India up to Siom River. The climate of Arunachal Pradesh varies with the topography and elevation. The foothill zone is subtropical and has a hot and humid climate. In the lower valleys, summer temperature in June, July, and August typically rise into the mid-90°F, while winter high temperature in December, January, and February usually reach the mid-50°F. Average temperature decreases as elevation increases in the mountains. Precipitation in the state generally follows the wet, dry monsoon pattern. The annual total average rainfall is about 130 inches, falling mostly between April and September during the west-southwest monsoon. Arunachal Pradesh's diverse terrain, climate, and soils are reflected in its fauna and flora. A great variety of medicinal plants, including ginseng and yew, also grow in Arunachal Pradesh, and they are used by much of the population for treatment and cure of various ailments. Animal life in Arunachal includes tigers, clouded and snow leopards, sero and goral goats, many species of deer, and primates such as hoolock, gibbons, slow lorises, and caped langurs. Animals found in higher elevations include barrels, black bears, and red pandas. The total population of the state is 13.84 lakhs. The male population is 7.13 lakhs. The female population is 6.69 lakhs. And the transgender population is 495. There are 938 females per 1,000 males in the state. There are around 26 tribes in Arunachal Pradesh with more than 100 sub-tribes, out of which the principal tribes are Adis, Aptanis, Buguns, Rusos, Singpos, Mishmish, Tagans, Kamtis, Vanchos, Naktos, Yobin, Kambas, and Membas. In terms of religion in Arunachal Pradesh, Christianity constitutes 30.26%, Hinduism constitutes 29.04%, Doni Polo 26.2%, Buddhism is 11.76%, and Islam constitutes 1.9%. The overall literacy rate of Arunachal Pradesh is 65.38%, and the female literacy is 57.70%. The songs sung by the locals are like fables. The folk song bring forth the historic past of the tribes. These songs are mythological and related to the folk history. Ja Jin Ja is a folk song sung during marriages, other social events, and occasions of merriment. It is either sung individually or in chorus by both men as well as women. Once the professionals start singing the songs, all the people present join them. Bari is a song that narrates mythology, history, and religious lore of the people of Arunachal Pradesh. Whether it is social event or a religious gathering, Bari is an important feature. Buiya dance. The tribe to which Buiya folk dance belongs is understood as the Digurumishmi. The Digurumishmi women and men perform the dance, often performed after a grand feast or at some family gathering. The Buiya dance may be a joyful dance that binds the people together. Buiya dance is additionally performed in multiple festivals like Tazampu, Duiya, and Tanuya. Chelo dance. Chelo dance is a celebration of the Nocte tribe. The name Chelolok translates to paddy cultivation season in English. It is celebrated just before the farmers harvest the paddy. This festival may be a way by which Nocte tribe says goodbye to a past season. Vancho dance. Vancho tribe's most vital festival is known as Odiya. The celebration happens in the spring months of March and April. The festival begins with the prayers, then music and dance are organized for entertaining the villagers. The Vancho dance is performed at this festival. The dance brings together all members of the tribe, which creates a sense of solidarity. Bardo Cham. The Bardo Cham dance is performed by both the lads and women of the Sherbukans community. They hold this dance very near their heart. It is an act put up to depict the evils that mankind must fight and defeat, symbolizing the victory of excellence over evil. A festival that celebrates the communal harmony of this gorgeous state. Before the year 2005, it was part of the Brahmaputra Darshan festival. Turing, Ingikong, and Pasighat now celebrate this festival as the Siang River Festival. This festival is to promote ecotourism and also offer many fun-filled activities. The games include elephant race, river rafting, food festivals, and many more. This is one of the most famous festivals in Arunachal Pradesh. Pangso Pass Winter Festival. Started in the year 2007, this is a modern winter festival by the locals, celebrated by the local in Nampong and Changlang district. This festival is a 3-day fest. This festival takes place every year in the month of January. This is a celebration of the ethnicity and they perform folk dances and songs. Lots of arts from other places in the company are put up as their stall here. This is a stage for even Myanmar to exhibit its culture. This festival blends the tribes of Northeast and Myanmar to exhibit their traditions and cultures. Nyokum Festival. Celebrating for the prosperity and harmony of the people, this festival is the festival of Naishu tribes, celebrated on the 28th February of every year. This festival happens in East Kemang district, Lower Subansiri district, Papumpar district, and Kurumkume district. This is a 2-day festival for the Nishu tribe to sing and dance and enjoy. The men and women hold hands and in a circle for a traditional dance. This is one of the many unique festivals in Arunachal Pradesh. Bamboo shoot. Every dish in Arunachal Pradesh is incomplete without a few bamboo shoots. In this popular and traditional dish, the tender bamboo is marinated in baking soda and ground spices are cooked on a low flame. It is a side dish that is hot and crispy. The bamboo shoots are eaten with the chutneys, boiled vegetables, and cooked meat. The pong. It is a traditional drink of Arunachal Pradesh. This rice beer is a significant part of Arunachal's cuisine. Since it is made from rice, it is free from chemicals and is very local and light beer. The pong is made by drying, smoking, fermenting, and filtering the rice concoction. Chura sabzi. Chura sabzi is a type of curry that is made by fermented cheese, which is made by either yak milk or cow's milk, and some king chili, which makes the dish super spicy but delicious. This dish is also served with rice. Hol Taso Duknaram. Hol Taso Duknaram is a game which involves the imitation of an animal called Hol Taso. The animal, quite like a cat, runs around beating its chest alternately with both its front paws. The animal also has the ability to hold the third leg in the air while scampering around. The game tests a contestant's overall balance, strength, and coordination. Hinam Turnam. The local people call the game a struggle of life and death. The participants here in the game assume the role of the hunter and the hunted in the forest. Part of the game involves the hunter having missed the prey due to poor marksmanship, following and catching up with it and seizing it by the third leg. Paminsinam or cockfighting. In this game, the contestant has to hold one leg in his hand and the other hand on his shoulder, and has one leg to hop on and achieve his objective of pushing his opponent out of the circle. Any of the two players who falls to the ground or loses his hold on his leg or steps out of the circle is disqualified. Tawang Monastery, located in Tawang city of Tawang district in the Indian state of Arunachal Pradesh, is the largest monastery in India and second largest in the world after the Patala Palace in Lhasa, Tibet. Tawang Monastery is known in Tibetan as Garan Namgye Latse, which translates to celestial paradise in a clear night. It was founded by Merek Lama Lodri Gastro in 1680 and 1681 in accordance with the wishes of the 5th Dalai Lama, Gwang Lobsang Gyatso. It is situated in the valley of the Tawang Chu near the small town of the same name in the northwestern part of Arunachal Pradesh, in close proximity to the Tibetan and Bhutanese border. It belongs to the Gelug school of Vajrayana Buddhism and had a religious association with the Drepung Monastery of Lhasa, which continued during the period of British rule. Bomdila Monastery. Bomdila Monastery was built in 1965 by the 12th incarnation of the Zona Gonse Rinpoche and was rebuilt by the 13th reincarnation. Zona Gonse Rinpoche renovated the monastery by building a large prayer hall. Inside the Gompa, there is a huge prayer which is used by the lamas for praying, the temple of Buddha, and a tiny quarter of monks. Apart from its religious significance, the monastery is also known for its natural beauty. Stunning vistas that you can see from here are fabulous and breathtaking. Tawang War Memorial. Tawang War Memorial is a stupa built to commemorate the Indian martyrs who sacrificed their lives in the 1962 Indo-China War. Located a stone's throw from Tawang town, the memorial has been designed using Buddhist architectural and cultural elements, including prayer wheels and flags, colorful serpents, dragons, and other sarira. Some of these ornamental decorations have also been donated by the local Tawang population as tributes. All these things come together beautifully to highlight the sanctity of this place. Statues of deities like Lord Buddha can be seen inside. The state's manufacturing sector consists primarily of medium and small-scale industries. Basketry, weaving, and carpets are the main handicrafts manufacturers. More than half of the population of Arunachal Pradesh is engaged in agriculture, but only a tiny portion of the land is under cultivation. Although settled agriculture, including wet rice farming, has expanded considerably since the last 20th century. Many of the hill people continue to practice shifting agriculture, whereby land is cleared by burning the vegetation, is cultivated for several years, and then is abandoned in favor of another site when the productivity of the soil declines. Rice, corn, millet, buckwheat are among the chief crops grown by the method. Major commercial crops include oilseeds, potatoes, ginger, sugarcane, and vegetables. Despite the presence of numerous primary, middle, and secondary schools, the literacy rate in Arunachal Pradesh continued to rank among the lowest in India in the early 21st century. There are a number of post-secondary institutions, including Arunachal University at Itanagar, which was founded in 1984. There are 1,280 primary schools, 329 upper primary schools, 103 high schools, and 68 higher secondary schools in the state. The state also has 3 universities with 21 colleges and 1 private university. In addition to the few general hospitals spread among the large towns of Arunachal Pradesh, nearly every district has its own hospital. In more remote areas, health services are provided by community health centers and sub-centers. Separate facilities specialize in homeopathy medicines. There are 143 primary healthcare centers, 587 community healthcare centers, and 20 district hospitals in the state. The state's rugged terrain makes transport and communications extremely difficult. With a few paved roads and for a long time no railways in Arunachal Pradesh, links with the rest of India are limited. However, there long has been an active trade network within the region with footpaths connecting villages at different elevations. Most of the major transportation centers serving Arunachal Pradesh are in neighboring state of Assam. Among those are the nearest airport near Lillabari and the nearest rail head is in Harmoti. However, in 2014, a rail line was opened between Harmoti and Nagarlaun. State-owned and private companies operate regular bus service from Itanagar to various towns of Assam, including Guwahati, Tezpur, Dibrugarh, Tunskya, and Jorhat. Service also is available to Shillong in Meghalaya. Arunachal Pradesh is a constituent unit of the Republic of India, and as such, the structure of a government, like that of the most Indian states, is defined by the national constitutions of 1950. The current Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh is Pema Khandu. Khandu is the eldest son of former Chief Minister Dorji Khandu, who died in a helicopter accident on 30th April 2011. Post his father's death, Khandu was included in the state government as cabinet ministers of water resource development and tourism. He won the by-election to his father's constituency uncontested, Mukto, on 30th June 2011 as an Indian National Congress candidate. Khandu became a secretary of the Arunachal Pradesh Congress Committee in 2005 and the Tawang District Congress Committee president in 2010. He was elected Congress Legislature Party leader on 16th July 2016, replacing Nabam Tuki. He is the 10th Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh. His party name is Bharatiya Janata Party. They won 48 seats out of 60 in the last legislative assembly. There is no opposition party in the state. The next state election will be in 2024. Some of the famous leaders of Arunachal Pradesh are Kiran Rijju, Nenong Ering, Shakuntala Dole Gamlin, Nabam Tuki, Jojang Apang, and Moji Riba. Some of the famous personalities from other domains are Thalom Rugbo, father of the Doni Polo movement; Tamo Mibang, Vice Chancellor, Head of the Department of Tribal Studies of Rajiv Gandhi University; Mamang Doi, famous author and novelist; Tapi Mira, mountaineer from India and the first person from Arunachal Pradesh to scale Everest; and Nabamatum, social activist. In 1962, India-China War, the People's Liberation Army occupied all these areas, but they announced a unilateral ceasefire and withdrew, accepting the current international boundary. In 1987, Arunachal Pradesh became a state. In 2003, Dalai Lama said that Arunachal was actually part of Tibet. In 2008, he said that Arunachal Pradesh was a part of India under the agreement signed by Tibetan and British representatives, according to the Dalai Lama. In 2009, China has occasionally asserted its claim on Tawang. In 2011, the Indian National Congress Chief Minister Nabam Tuki replaced Jabom Gamlin as the Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh. In 2016, Arunachal Pradesh becomes the second Northeast state to achieve ODF status. Tawang is a high-altitude town located in the lap of the mighty Himalayas, which offers a perfect blend of nature and culture. Since the town boasts an elevation of 10,000 feet, it is a paradise for any mountain lover looking for high-altitude places to visit Arunachal Pradesh. The picturesque town is replete with the numerous tourist attractions like vibrant Buddhist monasteries, high-altitude passes, war memorial, and scenic lakes, which make it an enticing holiday destination. Zero Valley. Zero Valley is a picturesque valley tucked away in the Himalayan foothills. Surrounded by the pine-ridden mountains, paddy rice fields, quaint hamlets, bamboo huts, and vibrant range of flora and fauna, Zero Valley is a paradise for nature lovers, adventure seekers, as well as cultural vultures. Being a World Heritage Site, This valley gives you a chance to explore the culture and tradition of the tribe of Tani, which is an exclusive experience that you will cherish for the rest of your life. Sila Pass. One of the most serene tourist places in Arunachal Pradesh, Sila Pass is a mountain pass that is situated at an altitude of 13,700 feet above sea level, with a total of 101 lakes surrounding it. Sila Pass is considered to be a sacred place by Buddhists. The major attraction of this place, Sila Lake, is a stunning and picturesque blue lake that deserves the undying attention of the travelers visiting Arunachal Pradesh. A popular destination among all types of tourists, especially backpackers, Dirang is a small town in the West Kameng district with a big surprise to offer. The town sits at an elevation of approximately 4,900 feet, which ensures a pleasant weather throughout the year. During a visit to Dirang, in addition to breathtaking valley views, you will also get to learn about various tribes that live here and experience their unique culture. Some of the must-visit places here are Dirang Zong, Hot Water Spring, Shanti Valley, and Kalachakra Gompa. Setting up of 110 megawatt Pare idle power unit in Papumpare, to laning of Pasigar Singa River section of NH 513 road in length of 19.9 km in East Siang, development of Tezu Airport in Lohit district of Arunachal Pradesh, to laning of NH 313 in length of 74 km in Arunachal Pradesh, construction of 12-meter wide permanent bridges in length of 30 km at the Debang Valley connecting Bojanir and Mekau over Lohit River. And that's it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed and learnt a lot from it. I will see you with another incredible state of India in the next. And don't forget to subscribe our channel and share it with your friends.